Josh's Movie Reviews here, and in honor of the Corner Gas movie being released last December in theaters, I thought it'd be cool to review my top 10 favorite Corner Gas episodes. The series ran from 2004 to 2009 with 6 seasons and 107 episodes, and quickly became one of my favorite shows of all time. I also own an abundance of merchandise. With many episodes to choose from, the show offers so many funny, sweet, sad, and hilarious moments. So here we go. Number 10. Game, Set, and Mouse. From Season 5, Episode 9. To start things off, this episode of Corner Gas has many funny moments. Oscar and Davis have an argument to see if setting a mousetrap is humane. Emma and Karen try different methods to remedy Wanda's back pain. And Brent and Hank make a game to trick Lacey into believing they're Gullibaloney. With great one-liners, this is an overall classic episode. Number 9. Crab Apple Cooler, from Season 6, Episode 16. In this episode, Hank and Brent relive old times by stealing crab apples. Lacey, Emma, Oscar, and Karen start a feud amidst a game of charades, and Davis and Wanda send sternly written letters to get free stuff from companies. It's an episode filled with great dialogue from start to finish. 8. An American in Saskatchewan, from Season 2, Episode 12. This was one of the first episodes I really loved. It had guest star Mark McKinney from The Kids in the Hall, playing an American who visits Dog River. Its humor comes from the playful jokes of how different Americans and Canadians are, when we really know we're all similar.
You probably think Canada's leader's called the Grand Poobah, huh?
No, it's the Governor General.
Episode 7, Happy Campers, from Season 4, Episode 18. With one of my favorite animatics in the series, Brent and Oscar are forced to go camping together under rule of Emma, and they bring Davis along. Meanwhile, Hank has a and Wanda and Lacey trade jobs. One of the best episodes filled with fast-paced humor and quick comedy. Slow Pitch, from Season 3, Episode 9. The only baseball episode in the series, but boy does it deliver on the laughs. Let's just say Wanda gets a little out of it on the field, and Davis hits home run. This episode was one of the first ones I watched, and it was so funny. 5. Just Brent and his shadow, from Season 4, Episode 4. In this episode, Brent and Lacey volunteer become mentors to 2 high school students who are looking to gain experience. It's a fun and unique plot for the series for sure. Interestingly, the kids who played on the episode were actually the characters from another Canadian show, Dark Oracle, that debuted on YTV. I'm pretty sure they meant to do that too, because it was a pretty popular show back in the day. I know I watched it. Number 4, Go For It, from Season 4, Episode 19. This is perhaps one of the saddest episodes, and the one that everyone was sure would end the series. But basically, the premise is kind of similar to the Corner Gas movie. Brent sells his gas station because of a huge offer from a rival company called Gump & Co. Meanwhile, Lacey is moving back to Toronto, and the gang all try to adapt to these changes. Luckily, in the end, the whole thing was just Hank's dream. It's a very touching and great episode that had a completely different pace than the rest of the series. It's a lot more serious than any previous episode, and I think I like that best about it. Number 3, I Love Lacey, from Season 1, Episode 13. This is one of the few episodes that actually takes place outside of Dog River. Not only do I like the change of pace here, but it was overall a great episode. It was during the 2004 Grey Cup that took place in Regina, Saskatchewan. It was about the gang and their travels to go see it. It also featured the first hint into Brent and Lacey's romance. Number 2, Oh Baby, from Season 1, Episode 4. This was the first episode I ever watched, and it stuck with me to this day. It's the reason I started watching the series and became such an avid fan. In it, Brent volunteers to become Wanda's babysitter for her terror child, Tanner. After being warned many times about how crazy the kid is, Brent does it anyway. Instantly, the episode turns into a parody of the slasher horror genre, as Brent has become helpless while trying to hide from this violent, disappearing, scary child. Also, Tanner is never actually seen, and the crew did a really good job in hiding his appearance. Overall, it was a wonderfully hilarious episode. Now here's number 1, Block Party, from Season 3, Episode 15. Believe it or not, this was the second episode I ever watched. I was around 9 years old at the time, and was immediately struck by the Lego stop-motion dream sequence when I first watched it.
I feel like I'm gonna snap.
You do look a little pale. Actually yellow.
Oh, man. My head fell off.
It's over there by the pirate.
In the episode, Hank was building a scale replica of Dog River out of Lego blocks. When I first saw it, it was during my first steps into filmmaking. I loved to see it, as I had experimented with stop motion and Lego blocks many times as a kid. Not only was it a hilarious episode, but also every time I watch it, it reminds me of how great imagination can be. Especially because how huge of an influence Lego had on me as a kid. So thank you so much for watching my top 10 favorite Corner Gas episodes. Be sure to check out my Corner Gas the movie review on my channel as well. And don't forget, have a nice day.